Today, we're going to explore the value of time. I've spent over 3 decades promoting radio hits for some of the biggest stars in the world. Jay-Z, Rihanna, Mariah Carey, 21 Savage, Travis Scott, DJ Khaled, and Future, to name a few. As a veteran executive in the music business with a career that spanned over 30 years and 7 different record labels, Motown Records, Def Jam Records, Epic Records, and Roc Nation Music, I spent my time climbing the corporate ladder, going from intern to president. I helped shape the sound of music and culture worldwide. I was a key player in a tightened industry, and during those years, I learned some valuable lessons. 1, how to show up and show out. 2, how to negotiate enormous personalities. And 3, to hold the door open for other visionaries to come through. I also helped shape the sound of music and culture worldwide. There were months that my cell phone usage was over 10,000 minutes per month. I thought I knew what was important. My idea of success was achieving the American dream. But none of that could replace Austin missing his baseball games, Jalen missing her recitals, and Brittany missing her birthday parties. Let me tell you a story on how time changed my life. It was a typical end of summer day with a hint of a misty rain, the day of my friend's barbecue. I'd arrived at LaGuardia Airport, located in New York City, 1.5 hours late from a trip to South Carolina, celebrating my father's 70th birthday. I called my wife, let her know I was running late, and that she and my daughter should be ready by the time I got home. When I arrived home, we decided not to take the Maserati because of that misty rain, and we jumped in the Cadillac Escalade so that my daughter wouldn't be in an unsafe position in a 2-seater. When we arrived at my friend's house, we realized we were the only invited guests. What an amazing presentation and such an incredible gesture. There were 4 adults, 3 bottles of Cabernet, and 2 children. And no, the kids didn't drink. My friend and I, we moved from the main area onto the deck. We instantly caught up on life and family. We had conversations that were pleasant and some too difficult to bear when that misty rain came back in a low moment of the conversation. I don't know whether he said or I said, let's go take a ride in his new 550 Mercedes-Benz. I followed him from the deck, through the kitchen, into the carport. We jumped in the car, adjusted the radio, put on our seatbelts, began to back out. He jumped out, went in the house, grabbed a Cuban cigar, got back in the car as we headed down the driveway, which was the length of a New York City block. We got to the end of the gate. He opened the gate, turned right onto the 2-lane roadway. I reached for my phone. I heard a thud. The car accelerated. I shot my eyes at the odometer, which was 75 miles per hour in a 25 miles per hour zone. I turned my head, and my friend was passed out with his foot on the accelerator. I've done what I've always done in these critical moments. I called on God because I knew this could not end pretty, and death does happen in slow motion. The speed of my thoughts and my conversation with God went as such. God, who's going to walk my 2 daughters down the aisle now that I'm not here? God, who's going to pour wisdom in my son now that he has no father? God, who's going to take care of my mother She has Alzheimer's and my wife isn't prepared to bury me. I got mad with God. For a moment, God, had you told me I was going to die today, I would have skipped the barbecue and gone fishing instead. The car went left, it went right, it went left, it went right, till we hit an object in the road that sent the car barreling 90 miles per hour at an old oak tree. Boom! I heard loud screaming until I realized I was the only one doing the screaming. There was an unyielding pain emanating from my abdomen. I sustained a level 2 concussion. It's when you black out between 1 and 5 minutes. L3, L4 vertebrae fracture. Bulging disc in my back. Lacerated liver that led me to lose half my blood supply. And we hit the tree so hard that it severed 2 feet of my small intestine. After I was removed from the car and put on the stretcher, an officer came over and grabbed my hand. And I instantly felt the energy transfer that I so desperately needed as I teetered between this world and the next. Who I was, how much money I made, or any of them superstar artists I'd been a part of their careers did not matter. Now I view my life in 2 buckets, pre and post accident. Pre-accident, my life was on the right track, so I thought, until the day I met a tree head on in a passenger car. I had a front seat opportunity to see my life pass before my eyes as the car sped uncontrollably towards the tree. That brought into clear focus an unfortunate misunderstanding that many of us have about the true value of time. Post-accident, I realized one foundational truth about time many of us don't understand. All we have is time to give. Because of this, we must carefully choose how we spend it and who we give it to. When we pause and take an honest look at our lives and our relationships with time, many of us will discover something surprising. We've been chasing the golden ring of success and status. But what if the golden ring doesn't exist and isn't golden at all? What if by shifting how we see time, how we spend it, we uncover something even more valuable? For me, time has become the gateway to my present. I'm a better friend, a better father, a better husband, and even a better cook because of time. Not because I chase it, but because I choose to honor it. The seed of evaluating and understanding and maximizing the beauty and power of time was planted in me the moment of the accident under the branches of that old oak tree. Our friend in the accident, although he sustained no injuries, was only the conductor to my appreciation and respect of time. Now, we all don't have to hit a tree at 90 miles an hour to assess our lives. But we all have the responsibility to nurture the time we have and the time we give. Thank you.